Welcome to Inside Taiwan. I'm Yvonne Neddo. Headline news today, former Vice President Lian Zhan's eldest son, Lian Shengwen, also known as Sean Lian, was shot on the eve of the special municipality elections scheduled on Saturday as he was campaigning for KMT candidate Chen Hongyuan in the Xinbei City Council. The assailant was said to have burst onto the stage at the rally as Lian was about to address the crowd and fired a shot at his face before being subdued by others on stage. The National Taiwan University Hospital said the bullet entered Lian's left cheek and exited the right temple. Lian was said to be in a stable condition despite the severity of the wound. Unfortunately, a 29-year-old bystander in the audience was also shot and rushed to a hospital in Yonghe, where he was later pronounced dead.
At 8:20 p.m. on Friday, Sean Lian was standing to the left side of the stage at Taipei County Councilor candidate Chen Hongyuan's campaign rally as a gunman made his way through the crowd directly to Lian. The assailant wrapped one arm around Lian's neck and used his other hand to shoot Lian in the head. The bullet exited Lian's face and hit 29-year-old Huang Yunshen, who was later pronounced dead at the hospital. The gunman attempted to flee, but was quickly surrounded by 20 police officers and volunteers. He has been identified as a local gangster who goes by the nickname Horseface and is currently being held at a Yonghe police station.
Sean Lian underwent an emergency surgery after being rushed to the National Taiwan University Hospital on Friday night, and the hospital announced that it had successfully completed the operation at 1:30 a.m. early on Saturday morning. The hospital said that the anesthetics has yet to wear off and there is severe swelling in the face. He is now under observation in the intensive care unit.
According to a National Taiwan University Hospital spokesperson, Sean Lian underwent surgery at 9:53 p.m. and left the operating room at 1:30 a.m. Lian was attending a campaign rally on Friday evening when he was shot by an assailant. The bullet entered the left side of his face and traveled through his navel cavity before exiting his right temple. NTUH surgeons cleared away 200 bullet and bone fragments and stitched the wounds closed. Lian has been transferred to the ICU and remains under observation. His vital signs are stable, and tests have shown that the bullet caused no brain damage. Lian Zhan's office manager, Ding Yuanchao, issued a statement on behalf of the Lian family condemning election violence. A solemn Lian Zhan, meanwhile, expressed hopes that this type of violence won't occur again. In the meantime, the Lian family is hoping that Sean Lian's injuries will not result in any lasting damage.
KMT Honorary Chairman Lian Zhan joined Taipei City Mayor Hao Longbing's rally on stage after visiting his son at the National Taiwan University Hospital, as he fought back the tears and urged supporters to vote for Hao and other party candidates. Supporters were visibly emotional, conveying their condolences to the Lian family. After the rally, Lian immediately rushed back to the hospital to wait for the results of the operation.
After wrapping up his campaign for KMT candidate Eric Zhu, Sean Lian's father Lian Zhan had just rushed to Ha Longbing's rally and was getting ready to give his remarks when he was told that his son was attacked by a gunman. Lian Zhan immediately rushed to the National Taiwan University Hospital to check on his son before returning to resume campaigning for Hao. Choking back his emotions, Lian expressed his hope for prosperity for Taiwan and its citizens. Due to his concern for his son's condition, Lian Zhan's voice shook as he spoke. The crowd also became emotional and shouted out their support for Lian, telling him to be strong. After wrapping up the rally, Lian rushed back to the hospital again to obtain a more comprehensive update on his son's condition. With a grim look on his face, it is easy to see that he is vexed with silent concern for his son.
On the eve of the heavily anticipated special municipality elections, the news of the shooting sent a shockwave through the political world, prompting heavyweight KMT political figures to suspend their busy schedules at campaign rallies and rush to the hospital instead. President Ma Ying-jeou and all major KMT candidates expressed shock at the shooting and condemned the violence, while Ma instructed the National Police Agency to conduct a thorough investigation into the matter. Executive Yuan Premier Wu Dun-yi and KMT candidate Hao Longbing also visited Sean Lian throughout the night.
What originally was an agenda of going around town to appeal for voter support ended up being a grave situation of Sean Lin getting attacked by gunshot. President Ma immediately rushed to the scene at the National Taiwan University Hospital and emphatically condemned the gunman responsible for the shooting. Ma further requested the National Police Agency to conduct an investigation into the matter. Besides having already caught the perpetrator, the NPA will also have to see if there were accomplices in the crime. Because of the critical timing of the situation, President Ma wishes to keep the shooting incident and the election separate issues. Taipei City Mayor candidate Hao Longbing is also pained by the incident. He not only condemns the incident, he is also asking every candidate to not resort to violence in the election events. Worried about Sean Lin, Executive Yuan Premier Wu Duanyi also rushed to the hospital to obtain a status update. Wu is also greatly vexed by the violence and has also expressed his disapproval. The shooting incident has rocked an election that was supposed to be a peaceful event. KMT candidates now must not only focus on their campaigns, they will have to cope with their concerns over Sean Lin's condition.
The bullet that wounded Sean Lin tragically killed 29-year-old bystander Huang Yunshen, who was attending the campaign rally on Friday night. A polio sufferer, Huang was sitting in a wheelchair in close proximity to the stage. Huang was rushed to a hospital in Yonghe, but was later pronounced dead half an hour later. At the time of the shooting, Huang's elder sister was sitting next to him and witnessed the entire incident. She was still in shock.
Huang Yunshen's father and sister sit in the hospital in shock. Huang was attending a campaign rally for a Taipei County councilor candidate when he was hit in the head by a bullet that first passed through Sean Lin's face. Huang was rushed to the hospital and received emergency treatment, but was pronounced dead half an hour later. Immediately after the shooting, President Ma Ying-jeou headed to the hospital and spoke with Huang's family. Because Huang suffered from polio, he was wheelchair-bound and sitting in close proximity to the stage when the shooting happened. Huang lost a great deal of blood at the scene and had no vital signs when he arrived at the hospital. Huang's elder sister witnessed the shooting and is extremely traumatized. Still in disbelief over what happened, Huang's family accompanied the hearse that transported Huang's body to the Banqiao funeral home.
Accompanied by his wife Zhan Xiuling and his 90-year-old mother, DPP Taipei City mayoral candidate Su Zhenchang cast his vote.